weirdos on this app. You feel me? So I'm bringing that real shit back to this app.
True
But yeah,
that.
my content, I be cooking. I'm a chef. You know what I'm saying? So I be cooking on raw and cut, and I'm gonna have a phone with a number so they can call in, and I'm gonna have it on speaker so everybody on my that's viewing my page can hear it, whatever the questions that they asking me. So you know what I mean?
True.
I have a number like plastered at the top of my screen for people to call in, and it's gonna be like a time frame. I ain't gonna sit there with the phone just on because I know they're gonna keep calling in back to back. But you know what I'm saying? Like when I get ready to do the show, I'm gonna cut the phone on. See, then I'm gonna have when they call in, they ask me whatever kind of relationship advice they want to ask. I'm giving it to them raw and uncut.
True.
Already.
So you said you're a chef.
Right after
I believe this is a chili. Is this a chili?
That's a chili.
Is it good? Okay. I
How
did
long
say
you
it was
been how long you been on TikTok?
me. Well, this account this year, but total 3 years.
Mm-hmm. You what I was gonna say? You married?
I'm I'm the host on Town White Mad Entertainment. I've been hosting since 2016.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you are a chef.
Yeah.
You're about to be a relationship talk host.
Toxic relationship. You can't forget that part. You can't forget that part.
Toxic host.
Toxic relationship advice.
You're gonna be giving toxic relationship advice.
Toxic relationship advice.
When someone has a relationship with a situation that they got going on, they basically are gonna tell you, and then you're gonna try to help them resolve it.
I'm gonna help them resolve it in the best way possible that I can, and I'm speaking on my expertise, like the level and the qualifications that I'm qualified to speak on. Because anything that I speak on, it's gonna be from experience. No, I'm not married. I take marriage serious, like you know what I'm saying. I don't play with marriage. It's like that's we standing in front of God, confessing our love for each other, and we gonna be like straight up with each other. Then that's the end of the road. I'm hanging my jersey up. You know what I mean? I don't even see other women. You know what I'm saying?
I'm married or not. If you date someone and you say like you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter if you went to God or not to say I'm married. Basically, that's saying
appreciate it.
I'm gonna be in a relationship.
Yes you do. Because if you're not married, then you can still do what you want to do.
That's why you're never gonna be married. How are you gonna get a toxic relationship? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you're not married, you still can do what you want to do. Like don't nobody own you. So I done heard about women being in relationships, not being married for 20 years. Like he wasting your time. This the type of advice someone be giving you. Like, I've been with my man 20 years and he won't pop the question.
No,
he's wasting your fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got one life.
Yeah, because you know in the first couple of years, I'm gonna know in 2 or 3 years, especially if I'm living with the women, if I want to be married to her, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna waste your time 20 years. Hey, my baby.
I wouldn't waste 3 years with someone that did not marry me yet.
Bingo. You see where I'm going with this?
So I meant, I don't know. True.
So you agree exactly with what I'm saying then?
I mean, it depends on some, certain ways. Like, okay, like I wouldn't waste my time with someone that hasn't married me within a certain time frame. Like, that's not the reason a relationship happens is because you want to get married. If not, then why? I don't know. Like, to me, a relationship means like I'm looking for marriage. If you're not looking for marriage, then you don't.
Exactly, but I feel like at the same time, if it doesn't happen in a certain amount of time frame,
right?
Then you know what I'm saying. Like it's all out the window.
You start questioning why?
Because but see, hold on. See, that's why you don't put titles on it. You just date people. Because just because you're dating somebody, appreciate that, Jen. Just because you dating somebody don't mean that you having sex with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes like you just gotta date people to get to know somebody first. I'm a patient man anyways. I'm very patient. I feel like it's when it comes to sex, it's like it's 10. I'm 10% mental and 90. I'm sorry. Let me say that again. I'm 90% mental, 10% physical. And everybody be like, yo, how you gonna give that much of your mental? I'm like, because when I get to the 10% of the physical, it's gonna be heightened by 10 anyways. Because after I done mentally fucked you, I'm gonna know everything about you. I'm gonna know how you like it, when you like it, where you like it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You do what you don't like.
I feel like me personally,
Yeah.
I've had certain rules that I created as me growing up. I call it like the player rules. So for me is kissing itself. Kissing is like sex, and I understand a lot of people don't see it like that.
Oh yeah, kissing.
But
is
it really
intimate.
is, because when you first kiss someone.
What's good, Jess? I'm sorry. How you doing, Jess? I seen you. I just was, you know what I'm saying? We were just over at the building. But kissing is very intimate for me too.
It definitely is. Like if you kiss good, obviously you're gonna do good in the second part of the step.
Yes.
So in the first step, if not, you know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like it's almost the same. So if you as a female just kiss anybody, then there you don't have any self-respect. You're not doing it right.
Yeah, facts.
So I feel like, like, that's why I'm saying, like, you kind of have to have titles so you know how to play the game of which way you're going, because everybody plays differently. And definitely, I would never hold off 3 years and be in a relationship and nowhere near like being married. That's way too long. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the titles come when you're getting serious. That's when, say like you're dating 2 or 3 different men, but that's because you're dating. Let me say this again, because I know people tend to run with shit. Just because you're dating somebody don't mean y'all having sex. You feel me? Right. But say you're dating 2, 3 different men, right? But then when you get serious with one, then that's where the title come in. Like, okay, now I want to take this to the next step with you. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to see where we really gonna go. I'm gonna cut the other 2 off, and I'm gonna focus solely on you. And I'm gonna let you know, like, cause I ain't no type person, like, it ain't no need to hide, lie, and all that. We too grown for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time. I think it take a lot of energy to try to hide another woman from a woman. Like it's too much energy. It takes too much energy, especially when you're dealing with a woman that like want time, like have to spend time with you. So when you gotta try to juggle 2 women and she don't know about the other one, it's like it's just too much. Like I can't do it. I done done it. Now I'm not gonna say
I can tell.
Like I'm an angel, and you know what I mean? Like I had to learn from the errors of my ways though. You know what I mean? So I just learned now, like I own a lot of women, I keep it 100 with them, man. If they want
I feel like though, there's gotta be, I've always said this, there's gotta be a rule that everybody knows, because I thought everybody knew this at one point, but apparently I made it up in my head. But I think that you have 3 months until you know what you want with that person.
You hear my brother? See, this is my brother. He talking about I always be in the house.
Hi.
See, contrary to what people believe, right? They look at me, they feel like I be outside fucking with a lot of women, you know what I'm saying? Right. I be in the house.
Well, that's because
I go to work, I stack my money, and I try to find different ways to make more money and shit to invest in. So I'm trying to start, actually, I'm in the process of trying to start my own business. I got to go to court Friday for my license. So when my license shit gets situated, I'm finna start fucking with these trucks.
The license is because maybe from what?
Yeah, because I had a suspension. They got me, yo. This is what they did. I had a ticket, and my license was supposed to be suspended for 1 year because of the ticket.
Right.
And this was like 4 years ago. It was like between the beginning of COVID. So they was like, yo, because they was backed up all this time, they never suspended it then. They just suspended it last year. And I'm like, how is that my fault? This is like 3-4 years later. Like my suspension supposed to been up 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? If y'all would have did it when y'all supposed to done it, you know what I'm saying? My suspension would have been up. Now I gotta go through all this with y'all.
Backtrack.
And mess up, you know what I mean? Because I got so many different opportunities, but they just based on having a license. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, everything. Right. Man, I know that's like an obstacle that they put in front of people to keep it harder for people. I feel like, I don't know, there's just too many obstacles that can be taken away, like certain things, like, because like
Where you from? Where you
you need a
from?
license for everything, right?
Where you
So
from?
like, okay, well, I'm not into like certain trends, and I feel like it's a trend to tell people where you're from. I've been hosting since
How's that a trend? I
2016.
mean, that's common. Like that's common. Like far as that's common converse, and like you meet
Yes and
somebody, hey, how
no.
you doing? What's your name? Where you from? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes and no, but safety in
You
the
act like I
internet,
said. You act
huh?
like I said. What's your address? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's when
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
that's
oh,
just
hold
one
up.
step of my address. Why would I give that?
Like I'm from North Carolina. You know, it's like 100 cities, over 100 cities in North Carolina.
It
So
doesn't.
me
Yeah, I
telling
know.
you I'm from North Carolina don't mean nothing. Like, you know what I
It
mean? Like
does.
I'm not that kind of guy. Anyways, like I ain't finna. You know what I'm saying?
Anyways, you're a guy and I'm a girl, so it's a little different.
What you say?
You're a guy and I'm a girl, so it's a little different.
I mean, not really, because women stalk men too now. Women have fatal, men go through
True.
fatal attractions too now. Like it's definitely no difference.
I guess, yes. But I don't know. I think, okay, so I don't know how old you are, but when I was younger and the internet was like the AOL, and people used to be like, "What's your ASL?" or whatever,
Kiara, how you
and
doing?
then
We ain't even gotta go. It ain't even that serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta tell me. Like,
well,
it ain't
it
that
is,
serious to
because
me.
it
You
is
feel me?
serious, because a lot of people are okay with telling their location, and we're on the internet, and the basic rules when it first came out was don't tell people where you're from, don't tell people your location. And anyways, people are all worried about judgment, and judgment comes from, if you know where I'm from, that creates a judgment a little bit right there of a city person where they're at. And in reality,
It's
like,
judgment on me just for being a black man. I go to
and you say North
that type of
Carolina, people
judgment
are
is
gonna be like,
nothing. Like
that's weird.
compared to the daily judgment I go through, that's nothing.
Yeah,
I'm 6'6". I'm a 6'6" tall black man with
wow, it's
tattoos
tall.
all over my body. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Gold in my mouth. I get judged just off my appearance. But
Exactly.
then
So why
when somebody
create an
talk to me
easy judgment?
and understand the type of person I am, like if you just have a conversation with me, you'll understand exactly the type of person I am. Like
True.
I have so many people like, yo, you're a good person, man. They just talk to me and they fuck with me. It's just how it is.
Right. That's good though. You know what I'm
But when
saying?
you
Like,
first see me though, you're gonna be like, oh, he's a thug. Like I've been judged so many times off
it's funny that you
my
say that.
appearance. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Courtney. Appreciate that, Courtney.
When my second ex-husband, when my mom first met him, the first thing she said to him was, are you from a gang? And so I come from a family of judgment, so all my life I've always been against judgment, and I've always been,
That's what
I don't
people
know.
do. People place judgment. That's what people do. I look at it like an insecurity. Like it's an insecurity to
True.
me. You know what I'm
Could be,
saying?
I don't know, it could be so many different things. Like, I mean, I was viewing it in so many different ways, but I personally I'm not like that. Tell 'em Why You Mad Entertainment is actually a group I joined a long time ago, and the first thing that they talk about is like, there's no judgment here. Like, if you judge, like, we're gonna roast you right back. And when I first like was like hosting and doing shows and stuff like that, I just felt like, like I could be me. Like, no one's going to know I'm in this group doing this thing, being myself. And in the beginning, I loved it. And, it's important for me not to tell people where I'm from, because there's so many people in the world. And I feel like as a woman, for safety, it's important for me to tell people, you don't got to tell people where you're from. And that's okay. Don't make it feel like it's a trend. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. He said, I'll get you a blunt. Hold up. I'll get you one.
I feel like it's a trend.
Hey, look at my brother. Bro.
Look at my brother.
Look at
Hi.
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Hi. How are you?
Huh?
So if you want, you guys go to Google, right? And you type hashtag Selfdreamers. That's me.
You give me your number. Hold on, let me write it down.
This nigga stupid.
Self-dreamers.
Hey, nah, my brother, that's my baby brother right there. You know what I'm saying?
True. So wait,
Yeah,
this
he
is a
crazy,
chili,
crazy as
right?
hell.
I'm
Huh?
gonna tell people this is a chili. This is a
What
chili,
is
right?
it? What is it? It look like a chili. What is it?
Okay, it should be a chili. I was making sure it came from mom's garden.
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure.
So you like chilies? So if you don't want to see,
No.
I asked you where you from, and you went into a whole rant. So
Of
look,
course, I'm
you can
here
tell me your
to.
nationality though, can't you?
Yes, I'm
What's your
Cuban.
nationality?
I'm Cuban.
Huh?
I am Cuban.
You Cuban?
Yeah.
Con mucho respecto, tú eres bonita.
Gracias. De nada.
De nada. Come on,
Gracias.
my
Let's see it.
Espanol poquito, I'm working on it every day, you know what I'm saying?
True. Well,
That's
for
one
me,
thing I wish I would have paid attention
true.
when we was in school.
Me
Because,
too.
you know, like when I was in school, like Spanish people was coming to America, but it's like not like it was like it is now. Like I wish I would have paid attention. Like I knew the basics. Hola, como te llamo, me llamo, mi elo. You know what I mean? Like but I
Most
wouldn't know how to
jobs,
speak fluently. Like you know what I
most
mean?
jobs like ask if you speak Spanish.
Yeah, it's a lot of jobs that ask do you speak
Now.
Spanish. That's actually
Yeah.
where like the little bit of Spanish that I know, I actually learned at this job. Like I was working at this warehouse, and it was called Solution, which means solution in Spanish. You know what I mean? But it was like Spanish owner operator, like all the managers, the owner, like all the bosses was Spanish. So like they used to like fuck with me. They be like, yo, you cool, man, teach me how to speak English. I'll teach you how to speak Spanish. And I was asking them how to speak, like, as far as like how to talk to women. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I was asking was how to speak, how you talk to women. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. Well, I guess you know what? Maybe you need to start practicing because with this whole toxic relationship, you need to have a broad audience.
You remember that. You're gonna be in tune for that, ain't you? You gonna come through and check out the show.
Of course, that's why I followed you. I came to follow people I've never met so I can keep supporting you whenever I see your content.
So is you gonna call in though and ask me a question?
No, because I'm never dating again in my life.
Why not?
Because.
You had that experience with a man like that?
Oh yeah, the last one was psycho.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's another thing I be doing, right? Like I be like, that's how I got like a lot of the supporters and fans and followers that I got, because I be speaking on like how a man supposed to treat a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I speak from experience. Like this ain't come out of no book or no, you know what I'm saying, or no movie or no. Well, actually, some of the things I have learned from movies. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'm a sponge. I'm a Gemini, so we just naturally like knowledge seekers. So I like to talk a lot, and I like to ask questions, and I like to learn stuff. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm gonna tell you an example, right? You ever seen this movie called Stump the Yard?
No.
It's basically like, you know what I mean? It's a movie, but like, you know, movies have messages in them. If you pay attention, you can read between the lines.
I believe that, yeah.
And the dude was like, he had just got to the school, and he was so into the girl that he was paying attention to her. And he was noticing everything about her, like her favorite color, everything like that, right? But she had a dude that was literally trying to marry her. He proposed to her and all that, right? But he couldn't even tell her favorite color. So I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? You think you got the girl, but there's always a dude somewhere that want her. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, you feel me? So you can't, even though you got her, no matter how long you have her, you got to keep shit spicy. You got to keep the relationship fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of things. Like, and I get on here and I be speaking that shit. Like, I done got bananaed a lot because of the things I say about that. Like, you know, even like with the sexual shit. Because I'm like, I know, like, because I got a lot of sisters, a gang of female aunts and cousins and shit. So I answered them a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a pleaser. Like, I know a lot of men.
You're trying to gather like
gather up
like a survey.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a survey, yeah.
Because I know a lot of men, like the average man, right, don't even make. I don't care if you married to the female, you've been with her 10 years, 15, 20 years. Like the average man don't even make their woman have an orgasm. You know what I'm saying? And it's like. And I'm like, cause you know when y'all be like, niggas think y'all nothing, right?
True.
But women, like a woman builds up to their climax. You feel me? Like so, I'm like, I be speaking like I'm like, yo, I'm the type like I take my time with the pussy. Like I I
You
like
try breaking it.
before I even stick my dick in the pussy, I want to make sure that she already climaxed. Like, I like foreplay. I'm into all that. Like I'm on a whole nother level with these niggas, basically. And I ain't
Right.
saying it's just me. I know it's other dudes like that. You know what I'm saying? Like my baby bro. Ain't that right, bro? Who that? What's up?
Definitely.
These niggas stay on the fucking phone. Angel was good, Angel.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I
But
think
what
that
kind of experience did you have with a man that made you just say like, damn, like I ain't